So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Watson. And he's going to, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Carlos Watkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But
oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Conner, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
Watson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Watson. They'll roll him out right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells.
Watson.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Watson on target here to Fuller, and they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson looks to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson on the move to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
A gain of 2 yards.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Kaimi Fairbairn.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He personally is playing poorly, but the bottom line is his team's winning. He probably feels, oh, hey, if I can right the ship, we can really extend this lead.
Just try and get back to being the player he knows he can be and continuing to be the leader that he has to be. Doesn't matter whether he's playing real well or not. When you're winning the game, everything's good. Really, you got to treat it like it's sunshine. Hey, everything's great. That's what he has to continue to do, and I'm with you, though. He wants to play better to make sure he's a part of it.
He wants to flip those interceptions and touchdown numbers. 2 INTs, no touchdowns. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Ben to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this carries into the end.
Anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Steelers 14, Texans 3.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Texans.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out.
David Johnson, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They go draw play. This is Samuels. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Samuels, the ball carrier. Vernon Hargraves on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Right 80.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Watson on first down. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Watson, open man, the tight end fails. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. First down now, but that clock rolling. A shotgun snap for Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They start with a give to Connor. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Black 20.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Today's final score, Steelers 14,